Hey, hi. So, it's a monthly update. If you're new, well, every at the end of the month, I always do these monthly updates and kind of give like a little brief talk of what I've done and futures for the next month and all that good stuff. Okay, so starting off, on our channel, I don't think I said it in the last video. Then again, the last video was kind of unplanned. I just kind of rushed it, to be honest. But there's a couple things I actually did do to my channels, or my channel, not channels, but yeah. And the things that I've done, which if you haven't noticed, the channel art changed. I'm gonna have like a little picture probably. And I decided to change my profile picture as well. I didn't really talk about it much because it's nothing really major. Just kind of wanted to keep it more simple in the way I like it. But since I have like my character but with like a threshold on where it's black and white, I figured I'd just change it to that to make it a lot better because it's what I use a lot. And besides that, I also changed up the layout of my channel. If you've noticed, if you like look at my channel and stuff, how I have it now, it's instead of like just a bunch of random stuff or what it was, I have like my games in categories now, and like I have scary games, first person, third person shooter games, fighting games, puzzles slash platformers, and action adventures or RPGs. Now the thing is, I do know that there's like games out there that's got like shooting and horror and all this other stuff, but when it comes to that, I'm not really gonna be doing like putting it in both type of things. I'm basically generalizing it off of the main thing. So if it's a actual scary game and it has like a bunch of scary elements in it and stuff and all that other things, then I'm gonna put it in horror. And if it's only got like shooting and it's got like no scary in it and it's just meant for like kind of just there type deal, I'll put it in shooting. But and it's gonna be the same thing for like the puzzle platformers. The reason why I did that is because the thing is, a lot of the platformer games kind of have some puzzles in it, and I also want to be able to play some puzzle games as well. And I figured I'd just put both of those together. And the RPGs and stuff like that, I'm gonna be doing like online RPGs as well. But I probably won't be doing as many. But like the single player RPGs and all that, I'm gonna have that in there. And yeah, that's pretty much the idea. And on top of that, when I was doing those, I was like fixing it up and stuff, I didn't realize how many games there's not a lot of playthroughs I've done. I thought I've done a lot, but it doesn't really feel like it. But yeah, that's another thing I felt weird about. I don't know. But I didn't delete like all those one-off videos or whatever, or playlists I have. I did not delete them. I still have them up. I have it on the very bottom where like every playlist I've created, you just have to go through that if there's a specific one you want. But you kind of don't have to worry that much on it, because I still want to be able to do the thing where if I'm playing a specific game or doing a playthrough of a game, I'm gonna have it up, like a playlist of it up or whatever, and then I'm gonna keep rotating it every week or whenever I beat it. But yeah, that's the main thing for that. Now that we're done with the channel and stuff, we're talking about it, I really don't know anything else to talk about the channel. I do know that we've gained up in some like total amount of views. We're almost a total of 8,000 total views, which is crazy. It really is. And oh no, I'm just happy about it. I'm very glad that people actually enjoy it. I don't know if they do enjoy it or not, but people are actually sitting and watching my stuff every now and then. But yeah. Now going to gaming related stuff, and which is also part of the channel. We beat, I believe, 3 games this month. If you were to count Soul Calibur, it's technically 3 games because I started it last month, but it was in the tie-in to this month. So I'm gonna be talking all about all 3 games. It was Soul Calibur, Dead or Alive 6, and Crooked Man. I beat those 3 games, and I liked all of them except for Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive I'm going to talk about last because I have a lot to talk about that game. But both Soul Caliburs, I kind of want Soul Calibur and Crooked Man. I don't have much to talk about, but I kind of want to like at least kind of give like a review type deal about it or whatever. Cause I don't know if I did or didn't last month on the update, but more or less just want to go over it type deal. But starting off, I'm just gonna go ahead and do Soul Calibur since I've been saying it a lot. I really do like the game. Soul Calibur 6 is, in my opinion, a good game. It's not awful, but it's a decent game. The fighting style is different. To me, it is. The only reason why I say it's different is because if you've been I've played Tekken for the longest, and then going to that, it feels a lot easier, in my opinion, because since you have so much free reign, you can move a lot. You have like more or less what you gotta focus on instead of like your character's combos and what you gotta do and all that stuff. You also gotta put in the factor that there's range, because some of the weapons have range and stuff like that, and you gotta put that into to retrospect, and you gotta be able to make sure that you're not getting hit by whatever character you're using. So like for example, if you're using Taki and someone's using Seong Mi Na or Nightmare, they're gonna have more range. But if you're if you're good at the game, then it's pretty much not hard. All you gotta do is just learn how to counter it. It's kind of like any game, just learn how to get around it. But yeah, that's the only thing. Like, that's the only thing that made it different, I'd like to say. And on top of that, the only things I did not like in Soul Calibur 6, I don't really like the gauge meter personally. I think that's been in all of them. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But the gauge meter kind of just ruins it in a way. And the reason why it kind of ruins it for me is because it's like it's kind of like the Tekken thing. I don't know if I said it like my other update either. But the thing with Tekken is I like Tekken 7 because of the playstyle and all that stuff. But I kind of hate how easy access that the Ultra or the Ultimate whatever is, the whatever, I don't know what it's called, Ultimate Rage Art, I think it's called. Yeah, Rage Art, because the Rage Drive is like the one thing that's kind of like a quick thing. But I kind of don't like the Rage Art in Tekken a little. I do and don't. The only reason why I don't like the Rage Art in Tekken is because people just spam it for the last minute things. And the thing is, it's like you can easily counter it. It's not hard to counter, because you can tell when they're about to activate it, because whenever like they make that sound effect and it stops, that's when you know it's gonna like happen. But back to what I was saying about Soul Calibur, I really don't like the gauge meter, because whereas Tekken you have the Rage Drive and Rage Art, I still think, even though I don't like it, I still think it's a lot better, because you can't just activate it willy-nilly like in Soul Calibur, because all you need is one bar and you can do Soul Charge or you can do the Soul Edge. Either one, you could just do a one bar. Whereas Tekken, you can only activate it when you're near death, so it's kind of like to even up the battle. And I kind of like Tekken for that, only at retrospect of it, is because of the fact that it can only activate it when you're near death, which I believe that's what Mortal Kombat's doing too, which I'm okay with, because the thing is that I don't like it, but it's easier to get around, because you know when in their low level it shows and you can easily battle it. But like Soul Calibur, like you could just do one and they could just spam the Soul Art, whatever, Soul Edge, and you could just be fighting someone and you just go to town on them. When they get up, they just activate that. And unless you're able to block it, then you're just gonna keep doing that. But then again, people who like I guess are good at the game don't really need it either. So I guess I don't know. But like, I know there's ways to get around it too. I've seen ways to get around it. Like some of the characters, some of them just seem like they take too long. I think it's Xianghua. I think that's her name. Like, I've seen how hers works, and I don't know. I don't like how long it takes whenever it's activated, and it like seems like it keeps going. It was either hers or it was Talim. I don't remember which one, but one of the two seems like they take forever just to like do. But the other thing I don't like about Soul Calibur is the reversal edge. I personally hate the reversal edge. I think it's kind of cheap in a way, in my opinion. I like to think. The only reason why I don't like it is because it's like, it ruins the immersion of combat, in my opinion. Even though it's supposed to be kind of like a combo break, like supposed to stop the combo if like you're getting like juggled to like left and right, and then you can just activate it whenever you get a chance. It reminds me too much of Injustice 2, and when that happens, and what I hate about Injustice 2 is if you're using, like, let's say you're in a deep combo or you're about to start up a combo. Well, someone can just easily activate that thing where they break it, and you get put in this like rock paper scissors type thing, and you just gotta like go by the gauges. So let's say you got 3 gauges, and the other person's got 1 gauges, and if he doesn't have, if you decide to use 1 gauge and he uses this 1 gauge, it's even. If you use your 2 gauge, he uses his 1, then I believe it's you gain more health and you do more damage. I think that's how that works. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played Injustice. But I don't know. I just don't like it. I really don't. And I'm happy they're not adding it in Mortal Kombat 11, because I think that was really annoying. Because even, like, I didn't really play online in Mortal Kombat 11 enough, but not Mortal Kombat 11, but Injustice 2. I didn't play that enough online, but fighting the bots were enough annoying as it was, because they kept spamming it whenever they got the chance. And that's the one thing that did bother me a lot in the Soul Calibur like story, is how easy like a lot of the characters and like in the story, how easily they kept doing the reversal edge non-stop like that. Even though it's like, yeah, they're bots and bots are never good and they just do whatever, but the thing is, it's like, if they're able to do it that easily, who's to say they can do it easily online? Which there are technical ways to counter it, so I mean, it's not hard to get around, but it's just kind of annoying to me, is what it is. I just don't like how easy it is to maneuver it. I think it should be something like a little bit more difficult, like kind of like how, like, if you're in a hard situation, like if you're in a corner, or if you're, you can only do it if you're in a corner near death, or if like you're at the edge of like the map when you get knocked out or whatever, or about to get knocked out. There's a way you can like counter it, which keeps you from doing something. I don't know. I really don't know how they could do it or change it up to make it better, but I guess it's just ideas. But besides that, the story, it was great-ish. I mean, some of the character stories weren't all that interesting to me. Some of them were pretty good. Amy's I liked. The DLC that I posted a playthrough of it up, I believe, yesterday. I really liked her story, even though it's kind of like the same as it's more or less continuing from Raphael, but I still liked for what it was. It wasn't bad. I have not really played the character, honestly. I haven't really been playing a lot of games. After I beat Dead or Alive 6, I've been kind of working, been busy, and yeah, that's really it. But personally, I wish that in the like character stories that they had at least some like actual animation, said like the little slideshows of the characters, like the characters being voiced, or whatever, and all that, instead of like, I wish I could have done something better, I guess you could say. Because I know in the main story they had like a couple scenes where they were fighting, like it would be Gro and Mitsurugi, or I think Nightmare and Mitsurugi, or not Mitsurugi, Killick. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, it could have been something like that. Or there was some, I know there's some in the like one where you create your own character and you go through the whole story. There's one where it's like Geralt and Mitsurugi fighting each other. There's one where you, Gro, and Aswell, like there's a scene on that, and which are pretty good, but it's just like, I wish they had done it more in the game. But for what it is, I guess it's okay. But I really don't like how the story kind of like, I don't know, it's like, I understand it's a fighting game and stuff and all, but the thing is like, I don't want to be able to just sit there and watch like an entire cutscene that takes about 2 hours to play, and then you play like against an enemy and it literally lasts like a minute or so, like not less than a minute, if even, and it goes back to a long ass cutscene. I don't really like that. And a lot of fighting games do this a lot lately, if you've noticed, and I guess it's mainly because it's really, you're just there for the story. And I don't know, the way, like, Soul Calibur, the way they did the story and the way they did the fighting, it felt okay. It felt needed. Like, some of the fights actually felt like fights. Some of them didn't really, like, there was no fights that didn't feel like it. Like, there were some fights in Injustice 2 when I played that didn't even feel needed. Like, there's one where Gorilla Grodd comes out of nowhere and he's like, oh, I'm here to take over and do all this and do all that. And you just gotta fight him and then you kill him. And it's like, that really wasn't needed in my opinion. He was just there. And, yeah, that's all I really got for that one. I don't think I got any more else for Soul Calibur. I do recommend the game, though. The game's actually pretty good. I have not played enough online. I only played like 2 games, and both times were bad connection, which I'm got something on that as well, but I'm going to say that last. Now, moving over to Crooked Man. I really liked the game. It was a really good game. It's free. I'm gonna have like the playthrough down at the bottom and all that stuff. Everything I'm gonna talk about is gonna be in the description. So, but the game was good. I really liked it. The story was pretty much really good. I liked it for what it was. And then the game is very simple. Like, I liked how simple it was, and how, I guess how I don't know how to do this. I guess I can say I liked how they had a bit of like a horror. It wasn't really scary, but it had like those moments. But it also had like, I don't know. It's just kind of hard to explain the game, but I don't know. I just like, it was a really good game for what it was. Now the only things I do know about the game is like, even though yeah I know it's an old game, and I don't know how old, but I know it's rather old. But there were moments where the game kind of just felt long. Like the hospital scene, some parts felt long, but it's, I don't know, I guess you would say the atmosphere of the game felt good. I liked the way the atmosphere of the game was. Some of the music and some of the stuff kind of felt annoying. The only one that felt annoying to me was the hospital. Everything else didn't really feel all that annoying. The final part to it was good. I know that there's another ending. I think there's like 2 endings. I'm not sure how many endings there are to the game. But there's a motto on my channel: whatever ending I get, I'm gonna stay with, because I don't want to go back and replay it. Only reason why I don't like doing that is because it kind of ruins the it honestly ruins the fun out of the game for me, because it's like, whereas I've beaten it the first time, I enjoyed it for what it was. If I go around again, it's like I already know what's gonna happen, unless it literally changes up the entire game the second playthrough. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like going back to another game and playing it over again. There's some games I will do it, like I did Dark Souls, but the only reason why I did Dark Souls is because I would see how fast I could beat the game. But yeah, that was really it on that. And I do know that at the ending, I didn't show it in the video, but at the ending of The Crooked Man, you know, the developer had like his little thing where he's talking about the game and the ideas and stuff and all that. And he apparently has another game. I think it's Pareidolia, I think that's what it was. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to find it, it's probably gonna be in the same place where I found it. I found it, I think, at Game Jolt, if I'm correct. I'm not sure. Could be wrong. But I'm gonna give that game a try probably in the near future. I'm gonna see, because he said that one's apparently the scariest one, and I'm actually rather interested. And yeah, that's really all I got for that. I do recommend the game. It's free, so it's not, you don't have to pay money for that one. It's not really a long game, to be honest. I would say if you were to actually sit there and play the whole game, it would take you about like 2 hours the most to beat it, I'd like to say. If you're gonna take your time, I think 4 hours. I don't know, but it's a good game though. I like it. I had to get a sip of my Red Bull, but now for the one I really want to talk about, and I'm slightly disappointed with, Dead or Alive 6. Where should I start? Okay, I'm already gonna give you one thing. Don't pay full price for this game yet. As of this recording, I don't know what will be updated and what will happen to the game, but as of now, like, if you've if you already got the game, then you already got it, and I kind of can't stop you. But for the people who've seen this game or seen it and the game hasn't been updated at the time or whatever, I would wait. Honestly, if anything, I would just get the free version and just try that out. And if you like it, wait till it goes on sale and then buy it. Because I'm not hating on the game because of all the stuff that it's happened. But the only reason why I'm kind of giving it a little negative is because I'm kind of disappointed at the game. And the only reason is because it's not only the fact that they cut like half the characters in out of the story, the game and the story. It's not only the fact that the story wasn't even that good, in my opinion. It's just, it feels like they could have done more, but they kind of rushed it, is what it feels like. Because as of now, as of this recording, and now, they don't even have lobbies into the game. They don't have online ranking. And the thing is like, I enjoy playing online. I like doing, like, the training sessions, I like playing online and doing that and stuff. But I don't really enjoy it as much as compared to playing with, like, a friend, fighting, like, with my friend or whatever on a game. Because, whereas that is a lot more enjoyable because you can dick around with your friend and try new stuff and all that. Whereas online, depending on who it is, they're gonna try to take it serious, or they're just gonna be doing some bull crap, and it's not gonna be that enjoyable. That's the only real reason why I have like no real fun when it comes to online, and I actually don't really do training session that much because of it, because I really don't enjoy playing online as much. Whereas like if I'm playing Call of Duty or Halo or something like that, I can just sit and chill and enjoy because I don't have to worry about my internet or lag or anything major. I can just sit and chill. Whereas fighting games, I have to more or less make sure the connection's good, which this is more or less like a personal thing. It's not really a major problem, but you have to make sure the connection's good when fighting and all that stuff. But yeah, it's, I don't know, but I guess I'm gonna start with the story to continue this Dead or Alive kind of like mini rant. When I played Dead or Alive 5 last round, which I was late to it, I really enjoyed the game. I liked the story. I didn't really care for the story that much, but the story was at least enjoyable to me. My favorite part in Dead or Alive, like the Dead or Alive 5 story, honestly was the one scene which, if you haven't seen it, this is gonna be a spoiler, but there's a scene where Elliot and Brad Wong are fighting over food, and I really liked that scene. Only reason is because, well, not only the fact that it was actually interesting to watch, and it had a funny like ending. They were fighting over, I believe, like a roll or something like that, and they did all this stuff and all these crazy things just to get this roll for a monkey just to eat the roll. And I thought that was kind of funny to me. Only reason is because it's like, you see that and you see how much work they done on that, and see how like they made it like an interesting story to me, or it seemed interesting enough for it to end in like a very anticlimactic thing for the characters. That's kind of funny. And Dead or Alive 6, the way they did it now, I mean, there's like, in Dead or Alive 5, there's a lot of stuff in the game that really wasn't that interesting, but like there's like couple parts that are very good, I guess you'd say. Like, I didn't really care for the ending for Dead or Alive 5, but I guess the way they did it was okay. Now, Dead or Alive 6, I didn't really like how they did the pacing of the story, because whenever I was playing it, I figured it was gonna be exactly like the Dead or Alive 5 story, where in Dead or Alive 5 you'd play the character stories and go down the line is what you would do. So you would go from Kazumi, Mila, Momiji or something like that, and keep going down. Whereas this one, it bounces you around. I don't like that. Like, whereas you guys will probably just see the transitions non-stop through the whole playthrough that I did. I had to like, some of them I had to like do chapter 1, I had to go all the way up prologue, and I have to go all the way down chapter 2, chapter 1, and it got really dumb. Like, I thought that was the dumbest thing ever, and they should have just had it straight. Like, just a straight story. And it's like, they tried to make where there was 3 types of stories in the game, where it's like the main thing that's happening, then there's one where for Hanukkah or whatever, And then there's that one where like the treasure, and the treasure's not even the serious one. And well, no, technically 4, but whatever. But there's one with the Honoka, which is like Honoka's supposed to be this all powerful character and stuff, but really all you know, Honoka is basically just kind of like a copycat character. She easily just learns other moves and shit. That's all she really does. And I do main her, and she's not a bad character for what she is, but I don't know, it's just I guess. And they have the treasure adventure thing, whatever they were doing, and that one didn't even feel like a good, like, not all of it even felt like a story. It felt like what it felt like is like you know, like I guess a perfect example, you know, like whenever you do like the character endings or whatever, or something like that off of a game, or trying to think of like a better example. It felt like you were seeing like extra gallery snippets, I guess I could say, is what it felt like. Cause it didn't even feel like it was parts of the story, or it was part of the story, but it didn't feel like you could be attached to it type deal. And the way the story progressed, some of the parts were bothering me. Like there's a part where like INA and Mary Rose are fighting, and somehow Honoka gets picked up by Christy, and it's like, how the fuck do you not see that? There's a big ass, she's on a big ass fucking helicopter for one, and they don't even hear it, and then when it flies off it makes a loud sound. What the fuck? It's like, how? And it's the dumbest thing ever. And the ending, spoilers by the way, the ending was by far the dumbest in my opinion as well, because basically you're reviving Radio, whatever, and I'm calling him Radio because I don't give a fuck right now, but you basically revive him and then you gotta fight him. I was hoping at least it was gonna be a challenge, because in Dead or Alive 5, I think there's technically 2 bosses, if I was correct. There was Phase 4, then Alpha, I believe. And all you do in this one is you fight Radio, and the only thing he does is fucking makes the screen black and does a little giggle wiggle thing, and then boom, that's it. And it was like very underwhelming, because it was very easy and predictable. He would just do a black screen, and he would stay in the same spot. He doesn't do anything different, he doesn't change it up, he just stays in the same spot. So all you gotta do is just keep pressing Y if you're on Xbox. I'm assuming triangle on PlayStation. I haven't even played it on PlayStation yet. And that's all you had to do. And the ending is just, it ends always over, and good ending. And yeah, I didn't like it. Now, the graphics are good, I will say that. The graphics are it is like I guess a shinier, updated version from 5. It looks a little better. But I kind of don't understand how this game is supposed to be serious at the same time. I can see how they want it to be serious, but the thing is like, the way I've known Dead or Alive is that one fighting game that has anime girls with big boobs half the time, and they just jiggle around and they beat the crap out of each other. You're not supposed to take it serious enough, but it's enjoyable and all that stuff. And when I heard that the director was going to take it serious, I mean, good for him. I mean, I respect that if you want to make your game a little bit more serious, which, personally, it's kind of hard to when you have $100 season pass, and some of the clothing in the game doesn't really, I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest, I don't. But, I don't know, the game, it just made me very, like, disappointed with it. Like, I hope Mortal Kombat 11 is better, which I will have to do a lot of practice if I'm actually going to do a training session on that. I said I was going to do a lot of Dead or Alive 6 gameplay or whatever, but I don't really think I am. I'm probably not even going to touch the game for a while, because I don't know, the game left a really bad taste in my mouth after I did the full playthrough. And the thing is, whenever I do like my editing and stuff, which is not amazing editing, but it's decent, I like to say. Some games I play, I actually sit and enjoy editing. Like I like to rewatch it just to see it again. And like the Metro Exodus, whenever I got that jump scare or whatever on the second part, I was laughing at myself just because I got scared of that. But like watching the Dead or Alive 6 like story over again, it just, I don't know, it was a struggle just to like go through it again to edit it, because it was just not that enjoyable just to rewatch. But like, I don't know, the game, it left a really bad taste in my mouth, and I just needed to take a small break. That's another thing. This game made me wanted to take a small break from like editing or doing anything, mainly because it's, I don't know, the game kind of like pissed me off a lot. And I hope later on in the future it gets better. I'm probably gonna like wait on doing anything if I do decide to actually put it on my channel again, because they still are updating it and they're still adding more stuff to the game, and I just wish that they would have waited on putting it out. Like, I would have been okay waiting. I mean, Ace Combat 7 was like pushed so many times, I believe, until it finally came out, and apparently it's a really good game. And I've been really wanting to play that one too. I want to play Ace Combat 6 and 7. I don't think they're combined. My friend told me that I could technically play one of them and be okay. But lore-wise, I guess it's something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of be interested in that game. Those two games, I'm gonna be playing that. And I've also been playing some other games lately. I've been trying out Black Desert Online on PC. I'm more or less trying to get a feel for the characters. I know it's on Xbox, but I decided just to buy it on PC mainly because one, I wanted to see if it would run well, and two, I figured that the Black Desert Online on Xbox would probably just have been like the first version that came out, so it'd be like the first couple characters that came out. Then they're gonna be updating the game like throughout the months or whatever. And I figured, like, of course the PC is gonna be like fully updated and stuff, so I figured why not get it on there instead of Xbox. So I got that, and I'm enjoying the game. It's pretty fun. I'm still trying to figure out what character I like. I've been trying out the Valkyrie. I kind of like the Valkyrie. Pretty fun to use. I haven't gotten far. The Wizard, I'm still trying, but I'm gonna keep trying out some other characters before I actually like pick one and actually play the game. And I've been really getting into Path of Exile lately. As you can see, it might be the video that's like playing in the background as well. I might have another Path of Exile video out because I've been really wanting to play that lately, and that's really all I've been playing, to be honest. I haven't really been playing much games because I've been busy. I had to do night shift Monday, which is the reason why I wasn't really on as well. Sunday I was gonna like work on videos and stuff, but like I had to work late, and our store was being, like, had the floors being waxed and stuff, so I had to help move that late at night on Sunday and Monday, and I didn't have the power or like any energy to work or make a video. Then technically today was my day off. I'm gonna have a day off Saturday as well, which I'm happy for. But yeah, that's really all I got for that. Now, like I was saying beforehand about the internet, my internet's not messed up, is what it is. It's not, but I want to do something different. I want to try to get my Xbox and my PC connected to Ethernet so I can actually play fighting games better, because I really don't want to have to be stuck on wireless. And on top of that, I want to do it just so I can be able to stream some games, because the thing is, I like doing multiplayer games, playing multiplayer games and all that, but I also like to be able to stream them. It'd be a lot easier for me to do it that way, because I can just chill and stream and have fun, whatever. And I'm probably going to be trying to do that probably next month if I can. I'm going to save up a little bit of money and get it next month. I found like these little adapter things, and there's one that has like 2 Ethernet cords or whatever. I'm going to get that, give it a try and see if it does well, and I'll do a test stream on Twitch, and I'll do a test stream on YouTube. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but just keep a lookout, I guess, if you guys want to see the stream and see how it is and all that good stuff. But I think that's really all I got. I don't really have anything else major. Sorry if that sounded weird. I was looking at something. But the game is going to be playing for next month. I'm going to be continuing Metro Exodus. I have not beat the game yet, but I am. Probably will be able to beat it pretty soon, to be honest. The other game I'm gonna be playing is the Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. I know I keep saying I'm gonna play it, but I don't play it. But I am. I promise. It's just a lot of new games are coming out, and I want to play those, and then I want to play some old games, and I want to re-add games, and it's a struggle. But yeah, that's all I got really right now. I'm probably gonna focus on these two, which I am gonna be buying some more games. I'm gonna be buying, of course, Mortal Kombat 11, and I'm gonna get Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Depending on how soon I beat these two games, Metro and Fatal Bullet, I might do those games next. I don't really know yet, but I guess it's more or less I'm gonna play it by ear, and if I beat the game pretty soon, I'll have it up. But if I don't beat it soon enough, then I won't. And I may have another first impression. I'm not gonna say what game it's on, but I'm probably gonna have one. It's gonna be on PC. That's the only thing I'll say. But yeah, that's all I really got. I hope you enjoyed this little update video. It was a little bit more planned. I didn't actually have a script. It was just more or less I had stuff on my mind I wanted to talk about, but it was more or less I kind of wanted to get it out type deal as well. But yeah, see you guys later.